Hey, good morning to you. Welcome back to the Morning Minute Meditation. Thank you for joining me on this morning. The writer Solomon in Proverbs chapter number 18, verse 22 makes this statement. He says, "Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord." The Word of God called a wife a good thing from the Lord. And may I add this, I believe that finding the right wife for you particularly is a good thing from the Lord. It's important to realize that marriages are falling apart at alarming rates, and people change relationships the way they do their clothing. It's a terrible, terrible fix that we have in this society, but it is all because people have not followed the divine standard laid down for them in the rule book called the Bible. There are those, however, who have good wives who take them for granted. I have been blessed with Miss Beverly being my bride for the last 37, nearly 38 years, and I am thankful and grateful for this dear lady and her sacrifice in rearing our 5 children and being a housekeeper. Oftentimes, a lady being a housekeeper is frowned at and looked down on by the career ladies of our society. But may I say this, the help meet in every man's life who is willing to stay at home and to keep the home fires burning, so to speak, is a valuable asset from the Lord. There was in 1981 an article written in the Detroit Free Press by Bob Greene, and he was quoting Michael Minton, an attorney. And Michael Minton, evidently representing someone in divorce court, sat down and began to tally up what a housewife does in her daily duties and how it would translate into the economy of that day. Now remember, in 1981, it was customary, particularly in rural communities, that a man would bring home somewhere around the neighborhood of $125, $135. If he was very fortunate, he would bring home $200 or $250. And if a man made $500 a week in that economy, he was considered to be a very wealthy individual and set in his career. So consider that in mind. When Minton began to look at all of this, he said a wife is she's a chauffeur, she's a gardener, she's a counselor, a maintenance worker, a budgeter, a financial manager, a cleaner, a laundry lady, a housekeeper, a cook, an errand runner, an interior decorator, a caterer, a dietitian, a hostess, and the list went on and on. And he took each of those and translated them into dollar values for the economy of that day. His final total figure was that in 1981, a wife, as far as her daily duties were concerned, her different areas of expertise and a dollar amount being attached to it would be worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $785 a week, or roughly $40,000, $41,000 a year. Now, that being said, there's very little value in this society placed on the housewife. She is the most valuable asset that we have in society today. Thank God for the ladies who have chosen to love the Lord, stay home with their children, rear them in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, and support their family and support their husband in that capacity. It leads to great, great rewards in heaven. God bless you, dear ladies. May the Lord do great and wonderful things in your life. Hey, from me to you, think on these things today. And you, my friend, have a great day.